guys, it's Jaleesa here. Quick disclaimer. Y'all were on my booty for this tutorial on Insta, and I really wanted to do it for you the best that I can, but I wasn't feeling too well and I had to film parts of it from an iPad, so it's not gonna look its best, but bear with me. After like 3-4 minutes, the tutorial gets so much better. So keep that in mind. It's not shot the best, but I will walk you through it the best that I possibly can. So I love you guys. Bear with me. Let's get into it. So I'm starting out with clean blow-dried hair, and I'm just gonna go ahead and section it the way I want my ponytail to be, my hairstyle. So we're gonna cut it right in the middle, half and half. I'm gonna separate the back, and then we can start working on the front, aka just put the top away for right now and clean up the part, make sure it looks real nice. And then we're gonna go ahead and start to braid the back. So I'm taking this as I am. It's the DoubleButter cream. I use it for everything. Anytime I'm braiding my hair, makes my hair super moisturized, makes it really easy to detangle, and it's great to braid with. So I'm actually right along the part, I'm gonna start braiding one long braid. And this is gonna really help to anchor the highest weft, basically, once I start to sew my hair down. So I'm gonna braid right across like that, and try to make it really nice and small. That was pretty large, but you know, it is what it is. So once I get that braid, the one that goes right across the middle, then I'm just gonna braid the back. However, it really honestly doesn't matter. You just wanna get it nice and flat. You see here, I just braided up and down pretty much. I have one long braid at the end, and I'm just gonna tuck that in. And then I'm gonna take a mesh, and that's going to help to secure everything, and it's going to give me some extra sewing space, because when I want to sew the hair down, I don't want to sew onto my scalp. I want to sew onto the braids and that mesh part. So we're just going to lay the mesh down, sew that down. I didn't show this part. Sorry guys, man, I'm telling you, this beginning of this video is a little jank, but it's okay. It gets so much better, I promise. So once I did that, then I actually went ahead and sewed the back down like I would any normal sew-in. And I also didn't show that part because I'm so sorry. I know you guys hate me right now. You guys are probably like, what is this video? And I'm so sorry, but this is just, it's stressing me out too. It's stressing you out, it's stressing me out. So I just sewed the entire back like you would do any sew-in. You can also glue it if you like to glue. Whatever you want to do to secure the back down and to basically sew the back down, but I just went across and back and forth. That's basically, it was very simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the top part. I'm gonna take this Ouai medium hairspray. I really love this for smoothing and sleeking my hair down because it doesn't make my hair revert, and as opposed to using like a water-based gel. So I'm gonna start to spray, and then I'm gonna take a boar bristle brush just to smooth everything up. I secured the back, moved it out of the way. It makes it easier for me to work. So just gonna keep spraying in layers and then smoothing with the paddle brush. And then I'm taking this ribbon hair tie, and I like it because it's nice and thin and flat. So if you have any sort of hair tie that's nice and thin and flat, you can use that as well. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just secure that and spray, make sure it's nice and sleek, and then we're gonna tie that down. So I'm taking some more DoubleButter cream because it's time to braid, and I'm gonna braid my hair. Make sure you braid it really nice and tight because you're gonna sew the weft around this braid. So once I get to the end, I'm gonna go ahead and loop the end back onto itself, so that way I have like a small loop like that. Then I'm gonna take the sewing thread and sew it through the braid, and then I'm going to pull the thread through the middle of itself, basically to anchor it. And once I go ahead and anchor it, I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap the thread around tight, and this is going to give me a really great base to start sewing from. So it's basically an anchor. You can also use a rubber band. I just like doing it this way. So once I have this little nub here, it's gonna make it really easy for me to start sewing. So I'm gonna take my weft, and then I'm gonna make sure to anchor the thread through the weft and secure that. And then I'm going to start to sew around this braid. So I'm going to start at the bottom, start sewing, and then I'm going to flip the hair to the other side of the braid and sew through the opposite way, and then flip and sew through the opposite way. And I'm just going to keep going like that until I reach the top. Honestly, this does not have to be perfect. It's basically based off of how thick you want the ponytail to basically be. So if you want it to be really thick, then you can sew the weft close together. If you want the ponytail to be thinner, then you can sew the weft farther apart. I kind of just feel it. And then I'm just going to keep going. I am going to add another weft because I ran out of hair on that. So just sewing around the braid is all I'm doing. And you're not going to be able to see any of this. So you can take your time. You can do it as messy as you want, but you know, take your time and do it as good as you could possibly do it, right? So once you do that, then you can go ahead and I'm going to sew through the elastic, the ribbon, and then just secure it, double tie it. And there we go. We have a sew-in pony. So it is secured for as long as you want it to be. Honestly, it's going to last as long as you want that thing to last. I'm going to take a little piece from the back of the ponytail and spray with the medium hairspray. So that way we get a really nice hold. And then I'm wrapping that around the base just to hide the hair tie and hide any of the wefts. And then I'm just going to go ahead and you can see it's pretty much done secured. I tuck the end in, but you can also secure it with the bobby pin if you want to. So you can literally leave it there depending on what the texture of your hair is. Knowing me, I like to add a little bit of curl, a little extra some. So I'm going to take a little bit of this Ouai. It's the memory mist, it's the heat protectant, and it also helps to hold the style. So I'm just going to brush it through. I'm going to take this wand from Amika, and I'm just going to do some loose curls all around my head. Nothing perfect, because you know I kind of like it a little bit messy. And I'm just going to go around my entire head like this because it looks really pretty. Really pretty. So once I'm done, I'm gonna spray it so that way I have a really nice hold, fluff out the curls a little bit, and I'm gonna do my edges with this Kiss. It's the Argan and Macadamia Edge Fixer. I love it. It's the only one that works for my hair type. I'm gonna do my edges really nicely and fluff. And that's it. That's the tutorial. I know you guys are probably like, Elise, I wish you did this better. And I do too. I do wish I did it better. But this is the best I could do. So I hope you guys love it. Leave your comments down below. Please thumbs it up even though it's not my best. Please thumbs it up. I love you all and I thank you all so much for watching. You guys are the best. And until next time, guys.